We've been going that long with no audio, and I only just got told. Oh my goodness.
That stinks.
That is the worst. Should be going now. If you're in the chat and you want to tell me if there's audio, let me know. Cool. That is the worst.
I just realized it now because I automatically mute it so it doesn't double.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I should check it every time I go in, though. Anywho, all right, then what?
So it appears that was a trap rather than a creature, right?
You see that that looks like there was kind of a black glyph on the column that actually caused the ignition of that. So these glyphs appear to be very present, very prominent throughout.
Right. Shadow wonders if we shouldn't walk towards sort of the head of the bird, towards the north, because we seem to be going down all these other wing passageways and they're all trapped or whatever.
Farron, do me a favor, make a perception check.
All right.
You kind of get this strange vibe and kind of look over your shoulder, and behind you, you see that there's this weird bird figure kind of looking around the corner with one hand kind of placed on the stone. When it sees that you see it, it darts away. At very fast speed.
Okay, I think we should chase after it, guys.
Make an insight check, though.
Oh my gosh.
From what you can tell, it was there for a long time, and if it had meant to attack you, it would have. But it didn't.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So it's hoping that we're going to get caught up in the traps, and it doesn't want to engage us, but that's kind of scary that it can do that.
Another thing to note there, too, with that insight check, it didn't seem malevolent. It wasn't watching you it looked curious.
Oh, yeah. I would probably know the way a bird would look, too.
It's an evil, vicious demon bird, but it didn't look like it was menacingly looking at you like you were, oh yeah, it's falling into my trap or something like that. It looked genuinely confused and curious.
All right, I will explain this to my buddy Shadow and Eslo and my new buddy Varn.
So maybe it's protecting something? Maybe it just wants us to go away rather than just trying to kill us?
Yeah, I think that's possible. Do you think it's worth trying to go and talk to it, or just leave it alone? I don't know.
Well, I don't think that we're going to be able to talk to it. So, but the question is whether or not we keep going and engage it or not.
All right.
So,
well, I guess since we're here, do you think you've like looked at this place enough to say that there's nothing here, or do you know what I mean?
This room, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I guess we need to go back and see. We'll have to keep our eyes out for that thing, though.
Iron back. I'm gonna mute my microphone so you don't have to listen to me chew, but I am here.
Okay.
Alrighty. So can we sort of backtrack, and maybe Shadow could ask Farron to keep his eyes open as well, since he had seen it so well before?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
Free move. Go where you're going, guys.
All right.
So we haven't gone to the right here. Let's do that. And again, I'm checking for traps along the way. I'm moving cautiously. And I'd like to stop here and see what's going on.
So similar, very similar chamber to the one you were just in. It looks like a hallway leads down to a larger chamber. At the end of the hall, there is another stone with a bunch of writing on it. Yeah.
Can we read it from here?
The writing is too small. If you want to read the writing, you'd have to be closer. From what you can tell from the room in the other chamber, the writing was in a language that you are not familiar with.
Right. But there's an image though as well, though, right?
You mean a glyph?
Yeah.
You can't see one. If you want to get closer and try and investigate to see if there's one present, you can.
How about I just move right to here and do it?
Okay. So from this distance, you're not 100% certain. Despite what you would be able to roll on a dice.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. So he's going to go back and report to the others what he saw, and especially to Eslo, who had been up close to the last one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, was
Eslo,
I able to read any what I got
do you
zapped
have
for?
do you have tongues of any kind, or any way of reading writing that you don't know?
No, I don't have comprehend languages.
Then no. It's in a language you're not familiar with. You can roll nothing to try and figure it out. But from what you're gathering from it, just based on your, arcane study and knowledge, it appears that whoever approaches it will be struck by that power every single time. And there's things that are written on it. The way that it's written is very much similar to kind of like rites, like religious rites. It kind of looks like that it's meant to be read kind of aloud, possibly as like a penance stone. Roll a religion check, actually.
Oh, so it's almost like a form of like you flagellate yourself by
Right.
staying at the
Right.
statue.
Yeah, I'll say because you kind of figured out the arcana bit of it, you get advantage. Yeah, it's kind of like a self-flagellation, correct?
So let's just continue down here, and again, it looks like it's the same deal, maybe?
Stop. Right
Okay.
there. No, back where you were.
Right here.
Down one. Yep. Stop. Do you see the things in the corner?
Oh, I do see things in the corner.
Okay. The others are kind of gathering up to get close to you, but you are a fast cat. Once you stop there, you see two creatures kind of turn and look at you.
Oh.
They kind of look just foul and kind of disgusting, but they also look kind of sad.
Are they humanoid?
No. They do have a kind of a humanoid figure to them, sure, but they have long arms, kind of just amorphous kind of looking body, just foul creatures. They kind of look to you, and as they do so, they kind of like grimace at you and kind of start gesturing towards you and speaking in a strange language that you don't understand.
Back away. I like to back away.
Okay. And as you're backing away, it looks like they kind of fill the room or fill the chamber as to where they're standing with this strange, fetid-looking cloud.
Back away. Do they follow?
No.
Okay, this is the dungeon of traps, everyone. It's stinky in there. Don't go there. So we've been down this whole long hallway, so let's go ahead and go back to the other side. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
So nobody's going down the last two chambers, checking them out?
So wait a second. The last two chambers.
So the ones
The
that
ones
you
to
went
the
into
north?
and checked. The ones that you went in and checked, you just saw that there was another stone and there was also two creatures, but nobody's going in there to talk to the creatures or like, deal with the creatures.
Oh, you mean the one with the fetid cloud?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Fetid
do it.
clowns. No, the cat doesn't want to do it.
Anybody else?
Is anybody else interested in that?
Well, I don't think I could talk to them unless they are animals.
I think that Eslo would be the only one who's interested in that kind of thing.
So Eslo, do you walk that way?
No. Eslo? I guess he is. Okay.
Go ahead and move to where
We're
the
gonna watch.
passageway kind of opens up. You can see where it kind of opens up to stop there. Okay, you see the two creatures and they start talking at you. Do you speak Infernal? Steve,
Chomp chomp.
you're muted, buddy.
Oh darn! Well, no, I only speak deep. I speak deep speech. So unless it's at all familiar, I don't know what they're saying.
So they speak at you, and then they speak at you again, and this time, then when they speak, you hear it in your head, and they say, "Come to us." Be with us. Praise the chaos. Come with us to the elemental shifting plane. Come with us. You know you wish to return.
Damn, he's right. I kind of do.
He's not wrong about that.
Damn, he's not. I look back towards my companions. I'm like, almost like weighing my options here. Like, I do like the elemental plane. I'm gonna. I speak in my mind. I'll say maybe I'll be back later. Just hold that thought, and then I
As you kind of
start
like
backing away.
warily walk away, one of them touches the stone, and when he touches the stone, if you've ever played Diablo, a portal appears in front of it, a red portal, very similar in styling to a town portal from that game, and it looks over at you and it says, "You could come with us if you wanted."
Damn, that's tempting. I kind of do.
The other one kind of leans forward and says, "This one is different," and it says to you, "You could take us with you." It looks like it smells really bad, and it looks like it's emitting kind of like a gas around it.
How does my my familiar feel about these things? He's gonna pop out of my robe.
Okay.
I want to gauge his reaction. If he's excited that these things are here, or if he's like, oh fuck, or if he's like in a pissy mood.
Once the little guy pops out, he kind of looks at them, and then looks at you, kind of confused. Kind of looks at them and kind of just shrugs. Kind of lifts the two of its eye stalks up in the air and kind of gives you like a hey, like I don't know what you want from me.
Oh, okay. Hey, you can come with us if you serve us. If you serve me.
Actually, hold on a second.
Good play.
They look at you and they say,
swear fealty to me.
"You do not have power over us. We would just come as you as equals, not as servants. We've been bound here for too long to serve another. If you have the power to bind us, then bind us," says the one near the door. "Or if you want to travel with us, then travel with us."
I smirk and I say, if you want freedom from this place, drink deep of this. And I will take two of the skulls off my thing and I put them on the ground, and then I turn to leave.
Okay. One of them walks over and tries to reach to where you set them down, but he cannot reach and turns and walks back.
Oh, they can't leave.
Looks like the place where you stopped seems to be the extent of where they can go.
Okay.
And they can't pass to where you were standing.
Then I hold it out to him and I say, drink deep of this.
Okay.
Perhaps you will gain freedom.
He walks over to you and make an either acrobatics or an athletics check with disadvantage.
Oh, he lied to me? What a dick.
Yeah, who does that?
I thought we were being cool, like pseudo kind of evil, kind of not evil people together, but whatever. You said athletics or acrobatics. I'll go.
Your choice, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
All right. He grabs your wrist and drags you into the room. So he kind of like pops up here, grabs you by the wrist, and drags you into the room and throws you towards the portal. Go ahead. You were not expecting it, neither was he, because you didn't say you were expecting anything like that. But real quick, what I need you to make is a Constitution saving throw there, Ezla, because you are in the cloud.
Oh,
you're good.
I'm
it
so
does not.
It does not.
You are not bothered by its smelliness. You've smelt worse. Okay, and then I need you to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, is it am I going to get flagellated again?
He's trying to throw you into the portal. So
no,
he kind of casts you towards it, and you kind of pull yourself away from it. Your cloak kind of tethers into the portal, and you kind of pull yourself away. When you do so, the portal kind of seizes the cloak a little bit. You feel like a weight kind of tugging at you, and then you kind of put yourself back in, and you look back, and you see this very large red hand gripping your cloak and like burning like it away. It doesn't set your cloak alight. It just burns so hot that it melts through the cloak and leaves like tatters throughout the back end a large rending. The big red hand is definitely a demon's hand. Make me a Arcana check.
I said later, guys, not now. I have more stuff to do.
Whoa!
The creature that just gripped your hand is what is known as a Baylor.
Holy shit.
Ooh, is it Air 2? Oh, well, wrong universe.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming that we're going to go to an initiative track.
Oh, I thought we were running away.
One
No.
of them just grabbed Ethlo and tried to take him in.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I'd like to go initiative.
You sons of bitches. Oh, now it's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Oops. That's better.
See if this works.
I'm gonna...
I'm being close enough to these creatures now, you can actually tell that they're what are known as stretches.
Oh.
literally shitty demons.
Literally shitty demons. Ian, you hear a fight
Why am I hearing a fight?
because people are fighting.
Why are you fighting, guys? I'm over here making sure the rock doesn't sneak up on you, and you guys decided to get into a fight with shit demons.
Welcome to
Why?
a party with Aslo
You're
in
the
it.
tank.
Yep.
Yep, you're doing your job defending the back, but
Do your
roll
job.
initiative.
Yeah.
You'll
I
be
guess I
wishing
gotta
you're
select
fighting
it,
dretches with us when the rock comes and gets you.
So
Super initiative.
Is this like the D&D version of a Balrog?
Baylor, yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
It's also isn't it Temple of Baelor in Game of Thrones?
Baylor the Blessed. He's like the opposite of a demon.
Totally,
Yes.
totally different. Yeah. But if you looked up the word Balor, yeah, you probably found a picture of the creature that's within. But you just saw its hand. You didn't see a whole one.
That's some bad stuff, man.
Well, considering his hand, I'd like fit in the palm of his hand probably. He's pretty big.
I believe this is one of my favorite ones. My favorite doodles.
DM screen, huh?
Yeah, from 3.5. It's a classic.
Oh, that's a classic. Hit Fiend.
All right. So, looks like on the initiative, Shadow, you are first.
I'm cursed.
You are first.
I say I'm cursed. Wait, what happened? So the demon is way down here by Eslo, yes?
So the Baylor is not on this plane. It tried to reach at him through the portal.
Via my cloak.
And so it has him by the cloak.
No.
Cloak is gone.
It burned a bit of his cloak away as it grabbed his cloak.
But so now the other creatures are attacking us, but not the Baylor itself?
The Dretches already have attacked you. You watch them try to drag Aslo into the portal.
Okay, I'm sorry, I understand. So we're gonna run up here, and I will fire one of my silvered crossbow bolts at this one right here.
Okay.
Ooh, what's that?
The portal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that'll hit. You said this one here?
The one that's closest to Eslo.
Yep. Takes it. Yeah. Hit. Good solid hit.
And I'll just back up just one or two spots.
Okay. Next
Looking
up,
over my shoulder.
you would know that Varn's behind you. But yeah, Varn, you hear the fight coming from the chamber here.
Okay, so that's one move. Should I dash? I don't think I'm gonna dash. I just hear some noise. Unless they scream that they're under attack, I'm just gonna be like, "What the hell's going on back there, guys?"
You move there and you take the ready action to attack any of the rocks that come into sight.
Yeah.
Okay, Ezla.
I look at these fiends, and I give a smirk, and I said, "You could have been freed from eternal servitude, but you chose death. Enjoy returning to your plane, demon." And I'll whip out ye old hentai rod. I'll do it one at a time, just in case it kills it, but I'll make an attack against the one with that shadow attack. And then another one, and then the third one.
Okay. So swap. All three will hit. 3, 4, 5, 11.
Does that mean he gets
Okay.
held?
And you kind of bash it apart with the tentacles and kind of grip it. When all three of the tentacles kind of grind into it like that, kind of squeezes down into it, you can hear a sickening pop of bone and flesh. But his eyes kind of smile and goes, "I'm free!" But only you can understand what it says. And then it just dissipates. And the other one says, "Me too, me too." Baron.
All right. Well,
I was kobolds.
Yes, they do. Eslo, what's going on? I think that's as far as I can move. So I can't actually reach that other one unless I double moved, I guess. But I wanted to. No, actually, that is what I'll do. I'll double move and kind of get in front of between you and him, so he can't come up and whack you. How badly did you get hurt, or did you get hurt? Not at all.
I'm not fine. He manhandled me, but he didn't actually hurt me.
All right. Well, I have my Staff of the Adder out, kind of ready to whack this guy on my next turn. So.
Okay. All right. So then the Dretch will go. Farron, make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I believe that would be an ability check, right? No, it's a saving throw.
Yeah.
Thank God, because otherwise I'd be at disadvantage. Holy crap, we're rolling like hell. I mean, like good hell.
Like hell against these guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the nastiness of this thing kind of hits you, but you don't seem to, be taken too far back. It's going to go ahead and just kind of claw at you, and then it's going to bite at you. The bite hits for 6.
Yeah, because my AC is 18. So yep, you get me.
Yep. So and that's it for it. At the end of the Dretch's turn, Eslo, you can kind of see a malevolent shadow in the portal, kind of looking at you with these bright red eyes, and it looks to you and it says, "You serve a foolish weakling. Serve me. Be granted true power." And I need you to make a charisma saving throw, of which you have advantage.
Whoa! I ain't trying to make me change teams. I'm on the best team. The tentacle team.
14's good enough. You kind of feel like the power of this creature is being kind of limited because of this portal, but you definitely feel that there's a weight to it. You just feel that you're able to kind of mentally block it, probably because of the distortion of the signal. But you do know that an ability was used upon you. It was trying to dominate you. Okay. Shadow. Standing here is probably not a good idea, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to stand here, and I'll shoot my crossbow bolt at this remaining creature.
Okay.
Ka-cha-ching.
Hit. It's still standing. Sneak attack damage yet? That'll kill it. Okay. Once it hits, it kind of like makes a smiling face and lets out a and then it just kind of dies and fades away into kind of like a dark cloud. Okay. Varn. Sounds like the fighting's kind of closing. You back up a little bit and look to see what's going on. There's no fight. There's just a weird red portal.
Is that portal on something like a mirror or something that can be moved, or is it just
It's kind of coming out of the column.
okay? In that case, let's just get out of here.
All right. I'm going to assume Varn is done. Eslo, you're up. You're moving. And Farron, you're moving away from it. Okay. The second you guys get outside of 5 feet of it, the portal shuts.
As I'm walking back, I kind of shrug. I was like, I thought they might be useful as guides. Shrug. Can't trust a demon.
Hey, you didn't know they were demons, though, did you?
I had a hunch, but
Okay.
I like to give people the benefit of the doubt.
As they're all kind of
Quiet,
retreating back, as they're all kind of retreating back to you, you see this weird bird head kind of reach around the corner, and as they start kind of moseying up to you, and you're about to kind of go, oh, and there it is. It kind of goes, whoop, sneaks back around the corner. Make me a perception check.
Should we run and get it?
Who checks?
Varn.
Oh man, Varn has the best perception.
Like the best perception.
Minus what?
Everybody says it. Everybody says it. He's the best perception.
It's huge.
Huge. Okay, so you don't notice anything other than it's a weird bird head with weird kind of hands. Okay. Good deal. Dredges are worth 50 experience apiece. So
But we got to kill a bunch of them,
Woohoo.
guys.
but the dealing with the trap they're in, so everybody gain 75 total from that fight.
I'd like to argue that we escaped a Baylor.
A Baylor that is so greatly limited.
That
I
should
don't
be
know.
half Baylor experience.
I don't know if you took the time to go and look at Baylor while you were hanging out, but yeah. So when I use that ability to kind of try and mess with you, if you were standing next to a Baylor as close as you would have been taking 10 damage a turn, and all the objects on you, you just would have been melting, bro. Melting.
So half experience then, just a clean 11,000.
No. I like your style though. I like your moves.
All right. How about we bum rush down this corridor and try to catch up with that stupid thing?
I don't like that idea.
Yeah, but you already passed through it, right? So unless they added traps.
Well, let's just go back. I mean, it's obviously
All right.
really fast. It knows what it's doing. It's toying with us. Let's just be careful.
All right.
Shadow,
So
once you come around the corner, you see it's there looking at you.
To the
And when
north?
Yep. And when it sees you, it darts north.
Son of a bitch.
And it looks genuinely scared.
I don't trust it. Do you want to continue? You want to follow, or do you want to continue west? Want to follow it, Farron?
I kind of do. What about the rest of the guys? What do you think? All right, you're not.
Oh yeah, for sure. You guys want to chase it down? You know me.
All right, let's find out what that thing's all about. So I chase after it a little bit.
Okay. When you come around the corner, you see that it's kind of up in these larger chambers. They look like they have about 40-foot ceilings, and it's kind of perched up on this weird balcony, kind of slanted at one, and it's kind of looking down at you nervously. Farron, when you get to see it, I need you to make a perception check for me, and I'll move you to where you can see it. Can you see it now?
Oh yeah, I can actually. Not so good.
Okay. It definitely looks like it's just kind of a shadowy figure with kind of greenish eyes looking at you. But the green that's radiating from its eyes kind of has like a radiance to it. It doesn't seem to be kind of like a vile, evil green. It's kind of
All
like
right.
a soft green.
Come out and speak with us. We mean you no harm.
It kind of just looks down at you with its eyes, and it says, I'm trying to think, what would it say in response to that? And why would you say that is a better question. No, it's cool. Okay, so it says, "No harm. Do you know me?"
We do not know you,
but you don't hear any. Nobody else hears any voices. So Baron's currently talking to himself.
Okay, I say,
Baron, you realize that the voice that's coming to you is coming into your head.
oh, awesome. You know what though? I might just speak out loud so they know what I'm saying.
You're yelling it.
Yeah, can I do both of those things? Like yell it, but then also be, would it also
Well,
in
no.
my head be going to them?
It's talking to you through your brain.
Ah,
You're talking to it aloud. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
that's cool. So I'm going to very, very carefully move up. I'm not going to have like my staff out in any sort of a threatening position. I'll just hold it by my side, not out, like in two hands, like I look like I'm getting ready to whack anything. I'm going to move forward one more step and say, we do not have to be enemies. Come out and speak with us.
But you know what I am. What? Do you not?
I've been told that you are some type of demon called Vrock, but I don't know what those are.
Then why do you wish to speak with me?
It says as it drops down and hits the ground with a large kind of thud. As it kind of comes more into the light, you can see that this specific rock has kind of like a mottled purple color to it. It looks like a lot of its feathers are kind of motted away, or like it's kind of bare. And you can see too that its arms, from like the elbow down to the claws, are wrapped in what look like linens and leathers. And it looks like it's kind of bound its own fingers up into just barely functioning kind of grips. It doesn't look like they are the full kind of clawed appendage that you were anticipating, like an eagle's claw of a hand.
And then I say, I can see that you are not prepared to fight stuff. So I am not going to assume that you are our enemy just because you are, of rock. I am willing to speak with you and maybe we can come through here and you can assist us, and we do not have to be enemies. We can be allies.
But you came here for no reason. You do not know who I am. What led you here?
Actually, I came with some of my friends, and you know what, guys? I would have known why we were coming here. So why are we coming here? I didn't really catch that at the beginning.
To befriend all demons.
No, but this, he could be a not bad demon, right? All right. So I'm gonna say that they just told me they needed my help, and I've been going with my friend. I'm not telling the Vrock this. I'm just telling you guys this. I've been going with my friends, to kind of gain experience and stuff and get stronger. So I'm gonna say, what we are here for does not have to be to fight you. We can get what we want and just leave you in peace.
What do you want?
What do we want?
There's nothing here but the penance stones. This is my prison.
This is your prison. All right. Well, let me talk.
This is my burden. This is what I've been placed. This is what I am now.
Are you a guardian?
No. Certainly not.
Do you serve that hand that came out of that portal? It was some big demon or devil or something.
No.
Down the hall.
That is a penance stone. Simply to tempt me to return back to the ways that I was before I came to this place here on this plane.
Yeah, well, you don't seem to be evil to me.
At this point, it's kind of reached the conversation into Ian's mind as well. So you're also hearing like the last couple of seconds that we've had.
There's a loud echo
in your head. No, it freaks the Brock out. It kills itself. It's like I've never seen a demi-plane like this inside of a man's head. So
why is there nothing here?
Do you remember the time I hit you so hard you saw the whole map?
that was great. Yeah, I commented because that was the last adventure that Varn was.
Yeah, that was the last.
So
fight.
it's like, man, I can't see the whole map this time.
good.
The rock now sees that whole map.
Agreed. He's been put into your mindset. It actually happened to Andy too, though. So
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't hit him, but yeah. But
So I say, what shall I call you?
I am. It says a word, but the thing that you kind of get from it is hollow bone.
Okay, I'm going to call you Mr. Bone. Okay, Mr. Bone, do you mind if I bring my friends up and we can all talk with you? And we mean you no harm, like I said.
That's fine. I will communicate with them as well. And it kind of
Right.
just like it when it says that, Eslo, you hear it in your head. Shadow, you hear it in your head.
And so I wave you guys up. I say, come up and stand next to me, no further, and we can treat with this. He calls himself Mr. Hollowbone, so I'm calling him Mr. Bone. So I think this may be, this could help us out a lot because, obviously he's been here a while. He knows the place. We can get whatever we need and leave without having to fight him. He doesn't seem like he wants to fight, guys. So let's do this. All right, come on up.
Hey, Varn, what did you need from here again?
Adventure.
Oh, we're just exploring because we heard this was a cool place to explore.
He had a
Treasure and glory. Treasure and
He
glory.
basically had a treasure map.
Oh, treasure. Okay, I thought
Always treasure and glory, right?
Well, this guy might know where some treasure is. I mean, out of character, guys, you get the same for befriending something as you do for killing it. So, we may not have to kill this thing.
No, I love this approach.
Yeah, but Demon Ichor is worth a lot on the black market. Plus, you can brew it into several very good alcohols.
Also, oh damn! Now Varn's bringing up a good point.
Solid points, but
Solid points.
It looks to you and it says, "You know nothing of why I am here."
I do not.
I served against the humans that worshipped me, worshipped my master. I betrayed them and went alongside that which is known as Ashmedea. And she took me as a lieutenant of hers. But after seeing what I had done was well beyond anything that I could ever have imagined as foul, chaotic. I retreated from that place with cowardice and met with these two serpents. And they knew that I was unsavable, but yet they tried to save me. And they've built this place for me to try and walk a path that my kind have never been allowed to walk. A path of redemption. I feel I am close. But yet, I feel I am so far away.
That's deep.
It sounds like you are getting better, though, because from what I've been told and what I've heard in the past of demons and devils and those sort of things, if you see one, it's going to attack you. So it seems like you have come a lot. Well, maybe not a devil, but a demon. It seems like you have come a long way from there to where you are now. If you can sit here and talk with us without fighting.
Of course. Well, I agree. Every day I go to the penance stones that these serpents set out for me. The causals.
And you can kind of see behind him those two big chambers. They look like they have huge bas reliefs of like a serpent with wings on the wall or walls, possibly filling out the entirety of the room. The best thing I can kind of try to give you mentally is imagine like the coiling serpent of the Dragon Ball Z dragon, Shenlong, but with little angel wings.
Oh.
Yeah. That's kind of the motifs that are on the walls behind him. The wall directly behind him, though, this wall here, it appears to have like nothing to it, except that in the center of it, it has a single stone plate with writing on it. Varn, when you look upon it, it looks like the writing is in the Davic script. Farron, when you look at the writing, it looks like it's in the Elvish script. Eslo, when you look at the writing, it looks like it's in Deep Speech. And Shadow, you're kind of far away, but if you were able to get closer, It would probably be written in thieves' cant.
It's written in sign language? That's impressive.
Thieves' cant's also kind of like a written symbol language. Um,
I like
and it's
mine
also-
where it's a bunch of
it's also-
hands.
yeah,
on the
Argot
wall.
is also like an interpretation, or an interpretational like conversation. So you can use any language to cant. It's just a symbolistic speech. But anyways, this weird thing appears to kind of be amorphous to whoever's looking at it.
Interesting. So there must be some type of magic to it. So Varn, what exactly are we looking for?
I don't feel that what you've said is 100% true. I am holding back a certain urge to devour the dwarf, as in my time, dwarves were the most foul and devious combatants against Ashmodeus' forces, other than the Aetan, the human. But I do not long to taste the plate in my mouth. I do not long to taste the beard on my tongue.
No, not much.
Just the urge, the desire to fight with him, to feel the wrath build up inside of me again.
Is he a trigger to you? Maybe we should have him move away. I think you're triggering this, Mr. Bones.
Make it a safe space.
Maybe you want to back away a little bit, Varn. Are you guys going to ask those questions you typed up? Because if you don't ask them, I
So-
don't think it counts.
And Andy, you asked, do you wish us to release you? He says, no, I don't feel I'm worthy of leaving this place. I still have much work to do. And then Varn says, tell me everything of the cursed one. When you say the cursed one, what do you mean?
Ashmedea.
Ah, the great red dragon. I was there. I was there on the day that she flew out against the Aetan. What the serpents told me is that she was killed by a man named Deveriu, her heart ripped out by his lance. And after that, after understanding that the path of the foul led to demise, and knowing that my demise would send me back to the elemental chaos, I decided down this path with the assistance of these benevolent serpents.
Are those benevolent serpents still here, or are they returned?
They visit every 100 years.
When are they due next?
37 years.
Oh, that would have been an awesome coincidence if it was today.
Yeah.
I should have said 42, but it's fine. 37 years.
37 years. Could you show us around this place?
I would rather not. I've taken my penance for the day. I do this in the morning, but I tell you that there are only problems for you here. Nothing that you could take as treasure other than this, and he gestures towards the stone. You cannot take it with you, but reading it will grant you a boon. I will allow you to do so, but only if you promise to leave this place and never allow anyone else to come back to me, to guard me away from the worlds until I am ready.
Well, I can say for myself that I can do that. I can't speak for my companions.
What say you?
He's gesturing his eyes towards Eslo.
Oh, yeah, I'll read that stone. That sounds interesting.
Okay. Do you go over and start reading it then?
Yeah, where is it? Over here?
No, it's right there.
Oh, sure.
You want to be
So
the
you
first
walk-
one?
You walk over and it's in deep speech, and you start reading it, and the material is, pretty mundane. It takes you a good hour to read it though, and you just kind
Holy
of like
crap.
after the first couple of sentences, you kind of become bored, but then you kind of start to see some kind of truth to it. You don't know what really it is that is kind of coming over you, but you just feel like you've got to finish reading it all the way down to the bottom. It's really important. After you complete an hour's time looking this over, you permanently increase your wisdom score by 2.
Holy
Holy
shit! I should have
crap.
been first. That's
Oh,
awesome.
A
And
tomato is a fruit, but don't put it in a fruit salad.
after you finish, and also this magical enchantment or magical enhancement, rather, to your stat is a real increase, not a magical increase. So your wisdom score, whatever it is, raise it by 2.
Wow.
And done.
I'm
The-
all over that.
The words
You
kind
have received divine insight and are wiser for it.
correct. The words kind of fade away from your sight. The rest of you can still see that there are words on the tablet.
Was like TLDR, what did I read? Like, was it the story of the battle of
It
Aveir
seems-
versus Ashmedea?
It seemed to be a book that contained, or a tone, or just a writing that contained intuition and insight exercises, kind of things that were kind of telling you how to be more perceptive and aware of the world around you, and kind of like little lessons therein. It seemed to be charged with magic, every single word, and that's what really drew you into it. And after finishing it, you just feel wiser. Out of character note, it's kind of a converted tome of understanding.
Holy shit! That's awesome.
I will thank Mr. Bones. Thank you for allowing me to read that. It was
Okay.
worth more than all the gold
He
in a dragon's hoard.
he kind of has moved over to Varn and has
Oh,
sat
shit.
down close to him, but not like directly on top of him, and is talking more and more about Ashmedea, basically telling him everything that he knew of the Great Red Dragon, and just talking at him. Farron, the words do appear present for you. Do you take some time to read as well?
Hell yeah! If he tells me he feels wiser, then that's like I'm all into that.
After completing reading it, spending about an hour doing so, Varn and the rock still talking, and echoing inside of your head. You read the tome, and you gain 2 wisdom permanently to your wisdom score.
Man, that's probably one of the greatest treasures I've ever received.
Can we all do that?
Once you finish, Farron, the writing kind of fades away from you. Shadow, to your sight, it looks like the writing has become fainter, but it's still present. Varn, the same is true for you. It does look like it's fainter, but still present.
Can we try to read it?
You go over and start reading it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Varn's
Varn-
not going to mess with some demon magic script. Sorry, guys.
You-
Have fun.
You read it, an hour spent, and sure enough, at the end of it, you gain 2 wisdom.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Okay. And Varn, you can still see the writing on there, and everyone seems to be kind of leading you to read it.
No, he's not joining your weird cult of demon worshipping.
You sure you don't want to just read it out of character note? There's no penalty. Like,
That's
In-
metagaming,
in-
John.
fair enough. It looks like it's written in Dwarvish, so I don't see why you'd think it's evil.
Well, because you said it was deep speech.
No, I said it was deep speech to Eslo. I said it was
Oh.
Dwarven to you. I said it was cat tongue or Argot to the road, and it was Elvish to the Furble.
I guess when he's done with the Varrock, he'll go read it.
Okay. And you spend about an hour reading it. The words are very faint to you, but you're able to read it well enough. And after an hour spending time with it, you finish it, and it completes, and the script fades away. And once it does so, the stone tablet kind of just dissipates and disappears. And the Varrock says, "I have already read it several times and can recite it verbatim. You've been given the gift of wisdom that I was given by the serpents when I first met them. There's nothing left for you here. Please, do as I requested and ensure that no one else comes to this place. I don't know if I can deal with the temptation so many times in such a short span. Please
Would
protect
you Varn will ask if you...
Cut out.
You cut out.
Cut out real hard. Type it.
Varn asks if he wants us... if the Varrock would like us to seal the temple behind us.
Please.
Okay.
You are a very wise creature, Mr. Hollowbones, and I feel you have come a long ways. Is there any type of animal that you enjoy seeing that you haven't seen in a long time that you would like me to show you? Because I am a druid.
He kind of
And
snarls
I
at you
yeah.
and kind of looks at you with an angry face and kind of backs away.
Do not present flesh to me. Do not give me beasts.
And he kind of backs into this corner, this cubby hole.
Okay. Temptation isn't good. I just thought you might have had something you liked at one point, but I don't want to show you something you like to eat. So, all right, we will do as you say, and I will never speak of this place again. You have my word.
He turns and he looks to the dwarf and he says, "Just seal the doors. Do not seal it in a way a dwarf might by breaking the mountain around you. The serpents need to maintain a means of egress. They need to be able to return to me."
Yeah,
You're in?
Varn was thinking about just moving blocks and stacking them in front of the doors.
That should work, so long as there's at least a passageway for them to enter in.
Yeah, how big of a passage is necessary, is required?
About the size of the door.
Well, if it's just blocks
A lot
put in
of
front,
and
if it's
help.
just blocks set in front of it or whatever, they can remove them, right? I mean, as long as they're not so big, a quaddle couldn't remove it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't.
Oh, fair, and perhaps you could use your druid craft to create a wall of roots or something to like bind the door.
It's possible. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe our best bet is just to not tell anybody we know about it and to try to, camouflage it. I could camouflage it. Yeah, I could camouflage the doors from the outside where it just looks like some type of vegetation. Yeah, perfect. You're so very wise, Eslo.
Oh, thank you. So are you. Ha, ha, ha.
As
All
you
right.
guys start making your way out the door, you notice that the glyph beneath you, that kind of shocked shadow away. As you walk over the stone and kind of up the steps, you can see that it ignites and kind of seems to reset itself. The door kind of shuts on its own. And it seems like everything kind of falls back to the way it was as you're exiting. You would also note, too, as you're kind of walking out, you have the stone tablet that has the map of the place. You kind of look at it just casually as you're kind of walking out, and you would see that there's actually writing on the bottom that was in some strange language before, but now you seem to be able to kind of read it. And it reads, "Your changed heart will soar." You kind of realize that you understand this strange language, this language that you hadn't seen before. Everybody gained the language of Vazrael.
Ooh, holy crap! Can you type how we spell it? Oh, we just did. That is awesome.
Well, we can speak of Vazrael. Well, damn, balling out of control.
Oh, I know. This is cool.
And you guys close up the dungeon behind you. You guys didn't do it wrong. Like there's a whole bunch of just traps and just fuck with yous in this. But you guys complete the dungeon relatively quickly. That said, you gain experience for encountering the rock, and you gain experience.
Varn likes the idea of camouflaging the entryway, so he'll spend a couple of days here fashioning a false facade for the doors,
and you
so
also
that way it looks like it just blends into the mountainside, but there's still a way to get through.
You cunningly also decide that the raven marking kind of denotes where it's located and makes it easy to find. So with some help from Shadow and also from your halberd, you kind of pull yourself up to the top of the raven's like beak and break the stone off so that it kind of falls away off to the side and is no longer kind of just broadcasting where this place is located.
All right.
If that's something you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. For the session, you guys have already gained 75 for the weird little traps. It's already been handled. Sorry. Let's go ahead and do some math.
carry the one.
640 experience.
Is that with the 75 already added?
No, that would be 640. If you were to add them all together tonight, you would have gained 715. 15. Yeah.
Sweet. Very awesome. You know what? That's
Oh.
probably one of the first times that's ever worked for me in a D&D game, where I actually
That was-
talk to something and it actually listens or doesn't kill you.
You try all the
Yeah.
time, but that was well played.
Level
Yeah,
5,
yeah.
boys.
Oh,
I
sweet.
mean, playing that's another level 5er. Man, we might be going to the Shrine of Tomoa-chan sooner than I thought. We'll see. But yeah, you guys definitely went the right route. I do want the Meridian to make one more just intelligence religion check as you exit out. Just something of interest.
With advantage, of
You
course.
would. So you would have noted that you passed through 1, 2, 3, 4 halls, and you would actually realize in looking at the tablet that there would have been a total of 13 different passages based on the number of wings and feathers that were present. One for each sin of the Shedem, one for each cardinal sin inside of the demonology kind of mentality. So there are 13 demon princes. Out of character, the group has met one. Yeah, but you definitely would recognize that there appears to be one for each of these passageways or these halls, including the one with the bird that was kind of having a mocking face. You presume that was probably deception. So it seems that the creature's penance is dealing with each one of those sins and kind of moving itself away from them.
So was he something before he was a Vrock, and becoming a Vrock was his damnation?
No, he was a Vrock, and he realized that what it was doing was pointless, and that it needed to change, and that the only change was like a hard shift from evil to good.
Oh, I thought he said that he was he first served the bird god and then changed sides to Ashmedea's side.
Yeah, as a demon, he served the humans. Yeah, he was summoned by them.
Oh shit!
And then he betrayed them and served Ashmedea instead, because the Vazriel tribes were pretty much in the end decimated by the Ashmedean tribe, and also the dragon. And the Sword and Serpent led to more dragons murdering more humans, and he fought as a lieutenant, according to his story.
The Vazriel weren't against summoning demons to their cause. That's how. That's metal as fuck.
No, Vazriel would anything. They had beholder gods. They had all sorts of different crazy crap. Humans were very experimental during their early ages, and they caused a lot of crazy crap to happen in the beginning. Some people might even consider the whole war of Sword and Serpent to be the fault of the humans, but that's a tale for another dime.
Born too late to be a Vazriel. Born too early to explore space. Born just in time
to have an eye guy float around you and hang out with sweet dudes that gain wisdom. All right. Good session.
Thanks.
That was the best session.
Well, you guys didn't mess it up. There was so many different chambers you could have gone down to screw it over, but you decided that the boss was the boss and that you were going to go for it first, which is usually something I say don't go for. But you did well. You had a conversation with it instead of butchering it. So good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You gonna kill a stream? Oh, go ahead.
Did Varn get the insight from in regards to Ashmedea at all from speaking with the rock?
You would actually kind of get an idea of where Ashmedea was present in this area, and where it kind of reigned. It seems that from roll a history check real quick for me.
Yep.
Because you might be able to dot it out as to where it's kind of currently. So you know that the lieutenants of Ashmedea kind of ruled over this area, and from what you gather, there might be a large citadel somewhere near the Howling Hills, is what the creature told you. So that might be an investigation you want to go in. If you want to travel with a group to Stassi and check around there, see if they have any sightings of ruins or anything like that. Good deal.
I have one question for you though. Would he get the idea? Would Varn get the idea after having talked to Mr. Bones for so long that that Ashmedea is actually a real, like, ancient red dragon that would just kick everybody's ass if he came back out, you know?
So-
Did you get that idea?
Eslo could probably tell you a bit more about Ashmedea because he's rolled really good on demonology arcana checks. Ashmedea is actually the demon princess of greed. When she was killed by Averio, her heart was ripped out, and lore states that she, instead of dying, her will was so great and her greed for life so strong, she went into the infernal planes and the elemental chaos, grabbed a demon prince, and shoved it into her own heart space to continue living.
That's badass.
Yeah, it's pretty hood.
She's
And,
metal as fuck.
Agreed. So she now lives and is worshipped as a demon princess, the demon princess of greed, avarice, and the like. So it's probably not the case that she's on the material plane. To Eslo's knowledge, the only demon prince, demon royalty that resides in the plane is a demon prince known as Humbaba, and Humbaba lives in the Tallies, the sands in the middle. The barrier peaks are basically around him, and Humbaba is the demon prince of gluttony.
Aha. Wow, that's some crazy stuff.
Who would win a fight, Ashmedea or Tiamat?
In my opinion, Tiamat would probably win. Yeah, because Ashmedea is kind of based on a dragon from an old module set called the dragon's name was Asher Dallon. It's just a female version with a bit more kind of flavor, in my opinion. Asher Dallon was kind of just like a throwaway thing. Yeah, I would say that Tiamat would probably win. Tiamat's a god.
Yeah, I have the
Goddess, even.
Horde Dragon Queen model, and I've just like reasoned through it. Man, if the party like fails and she does get summoned, you just lose. Like,
Yeah. No, it's bad news bears. I'm gonna kill the stream. Thanks for watching. Whoever's watching.